Hey Vibe Tribe, it's just the Vibe, and I'm back with another December monthly forecast. We're almost done with all 12 signs. I'm really excited. We hit 100 followers today. Thank you guys so much for the engagement, for the involvement. We are doing short, general overviews of each zodiac just to see what the month of December will look like for each sign. Now, if you guys want me to go more in depth on your monthly zodiacs, I need 100 likes or 1,000 views, and then I will give that sign its in-depth monthly forecast. So for any sign that gets their video up to 100 likes or 1,000 views, I'll go in and I'll give you guys an in-depth reading of what's going to happen during that month. But for now, the sticks are going to tell us who's coming next. You see that stick jar is just about empty. So if you haven't seen your sign, it may already be posted. And please engage. Please send these videos out to other people who share your sign so that we can get these likes and get these views so I can give you guys your extended readings, okay? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Pisces, can my Pisces come on to the front, please? Pisces, Pisces, I'm talking to my Pisces. All right, Pisces, what will be the energy for you guys through the month of December? What do we have going on for my Pisces through the month of December? All right, first things first, we got a love partnership here. It's been heavy love, and we can expect that. You know, we're in retrograde energy, and when we come out of retrograde energy, you can expect endings, but you can also expect love. Retrograde usually helps to muddle out all of the miscommunication, and granted, it comes and brings in chaos, but as it leaves, the chaos leaves with it. And so honest intentions and a lot of clarity are what's to follow from retrograde energy. So it's not uncommon to see love blossoming, but we do have it here. There's a love partnership from our Pisces. We have spirituality, divine alignment. This connection could be a spiritual connection. You and somebody could be have been divinely guided towards each other. This could be a divine union, Pisces. Oh, we got rebirth. Rebirth is here, but look, surrender, something that you had to let go of. So there was something that you had to surrender in order for you to have this rebirth energy. 11 is individuality. And so this is you really focused on you. It's kind of exactly what I just said, right? But very focused on you, very focused on what your next level is going to look like. And so releasing all of the things that you are recognizing to be holding you back, right? Whether it's a job or your own fears, Pisces, because I feel, if I can speak freely, I feel like this is more of you getting in your own way. And so recognizing that you were what was standing in your way, and then getting out of that way, you know, surrendering to your self-limiting beliefs, surrendering to your pride and your ego so that you can finally come from behind this wall that you've had set up for so long, right? What's bringing in this energy for my Pisces during the month of December? What's bringing in this rebirth, this love partnership, and the needing to surrender? Oh, love it. So we got Leo energy here. Leo could be significant to my Pisces, but we have the energy of shining. So this is you being highlighted from the, you know, the sun is kind of shining a spotlight on you, Pisces, but this is also you really coming from behind that wall and letting this light that you have out, right? Not being afraid to share this light with others. And that fear could have manifested as, you know, overprotective of your energy, very suspicious of who's coming around you and why, you know. And so I feel like you're coming from behind that, and now you're being like highlighted. You may be being celebrated in your community. You know, people are seeing the things that you are doing, and they're really shining a light on it with that rebirth energy, right? We have cultivate. So this is you building and create. And then we got relationship. It's heavy love in the month of December, Pisces. But cultivating more meaningful, cultivating things that you feel more passionate, more inspired about, right? So it's a really beautiful energy, but there's a relationship, a love partnership that could be prompting you as well, right? This love partnership that's coming in could be prompting you to get rid of all of the things, you know, get rid of all of the fears. There's a love that's really here for you. And so I'm holding me back from this good thing, you know, and recognizing that there are no obstacles. It's me and my fear of obstacles to possibly happen, right? So if you just let this thing go, let your fears go, get out of your head, you can really open up to what's like here for you. Give me one more for the Pisces. We have the energy of Taurus here. We have the energy of Leo here. Those two energies may be significant for the Pisces during the month of December. And then we have Cancer as well with retrograde. So yeah, this retrograde has definitely sent you guys into a space of reflection, introspection, where you're now recognizing that if you want to manifest this really, really meaningful love, you're going to have to fully invest in it, right? So let's get some past, present, and future energy for the month of December and just see where you guys will be. Where are my Pisces coming from leaving November going into December? Where are they coming from? We have the King of Swords, so there's definitely some emotional distance there. There could be physical distance present as well, Pisces. You and somebody possibly not speaking, or you really not trying to tend to your emotional space, trying to stay very logical, very rational, kind of stay out of your feelings. What else is this for my Pisces? Clarify this King of Swords. So there's a Knight of Cups to the Judgment. I feel like maybe there was an opportunity. There was an apology that could have been an opportunity to spark something back up. It could have been an opportunity to heal or reconcile a situation, and maybe you still were kind of distant, shut off, you know, not open to reconciling or fixing a situation, right? So you could have been still cold, still unsure, still doubtful, but also very set on what you said. So if there was something that you said to a specific person, could have been a water sign, doesn't have to be, could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. But if there was something specifically that you said to this person, I feel like you were really trying to stand on that, stand on those words, you know, or that's how somebody's treating you, Pisces. Somebody could be very distant to you because they're standing on whatever they said to you. You know, you might have made them feel away, and so blah, 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 blah. And I mean it. And so now somebody's being distant, trying to hold to a word that they kind of said, whether it was premature or not, whether they meant it or not. I just feel like somebody's trying to stand on what they said. Where will my Pisces be mid-December? Where will they be by mid-December? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are finally moving in a much better direction. It's like a total 360, 180, I guess. Yeah, with the Six of Swords, it's giving a 180. The Empress is at the bottom of the deck. The Six of Swords is saying you're moving. Things are flowing now. You're off into a much better space. And with that Wheel of Fortune energy, it's like you can trust that the worst days are behind you, Pisces. And I feel like that's what you're kind of recognizing by mid-December, that, okay, I'm not in the same relationship. I'm not in the same place. I can really trust what's to come. I can't keep moving with this fear mindset because it's stopping me from actually taking advantage of these opportunities, right? Yeah, the Hermit. Literally, literally, you being shut off, you being, you know, pessimistic and overthinking, that could be the actual blockage for you moving forward, right? Give me future energy. How will my Pisces end December? How will the end of December look? Oh, there's a Tower moment and some distance. I feel like someone that you were wanting to get distance from, or I feel like there could be a blow up in a situation that you have been trying to avoid, possibly. The Chariot says that you're moving away from it. So like you trying to avoid. So I feel like there is a situation that you've distanced yourself from. You didn't trust this person or this situation, so you've distanced yourself from them. You've chosen to go in a different direction. There's a Tower moment that's happening with that person that you'll be able to like witness. But I feel like with this Chariot energy, you'll witness it from a very safe space because you are disconnected from whatever this thing is. Whoever this thing is, but I do see something very toxic or very harmful. Like you dodged a bullet, basically. By the end of December, you'll be, yeah. Oh my gosh, speaking of dodged a bullet, we got the Star card. So you'll be healing, right? But you will be hearing about somebody else receiving their karma. You got the Magician, you're manifesting the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Four of Pentacles, right? This is you protecting what it is that you're manifesting, keeping your cards really close to your chest. You're not talking a lot, but you are doing a lot, right? There's newness here, new opportunity. You're manifesting really well. So I see by the end, yeah, with that Star, this is all heavy manifestation. So you getting away from somebody was you literally dodging a bullet. You had to let something go, a situation. It doesn't have to be a person. It could have been a job. It could have been something. But after you step away from whatever this thing is, you'll hear about the karma that something or someone is receiving and how you got away from that just in time, because now here's your great things coming in. If you'd have stayed attached, you may be in the, you know, in the proximity of that Tower moment to receive some, you know, you might have caught a couple strays of somebody else's karma. So I do see December turning out very, very well for you. I see you really coming out of your shell and making things happen. So congratulations.